back to Paint With Me episode 8. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking a little snip of a flower outside of my garden. And the flower that I'm going to take a piece of is called butterfly pea flowers. And I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so the flower grows on a vine. It grows up. It's growing up on the side of my house. You can grow it up like a trellis. But it's a beautiful purple, bluish purple color. And it has a lot of medicinal benefits for the skin. So butterfly pea flower helps to clear the skin's complexion. It has helped me with hyperpigmentation on my skin. It helps to prevent wrinkles, so it increases elasticity in the skin. And then some people have said that it has proven to prevent graying in women who have started to gray in their hair. So I'm going to be taking this flower with me, and I'm going to find 3 people to paint this in my sketchbook. And today I want to focus on the morning routine. Okay, let's make a cup of butterfly pea flower. So as I mentioned, butterfly pea flowers has a beautiful blue pigment as soon as it touches water. I like to drink tea in the morning. I like to start my morning off with tea because it sets the tone for my day. It helps me to set my focus with stillness. As you can see, this beautiful blue pigment is flowing effortlessly from the flower. So that within itself for me is mesmerizing, but it's also meditative. The power of slowing down in the morning, setting aside 5, 6, 7 minutes for yourself to have some tea and to paint truly changes the trajectory of your day. Painting and drinking tea in the morning helps me to reconnect with myself before I interact with the world. It's a sacred time, and painting with watercolors is something that can't be rushed. It has to be a process where you're following where the water is going to take the paint. It's a process. It's a way of painting unlike any other medium where you truly have to surrender. And it helps to expand my creativity because I have to use the power of visualization when I'm creating with watercolors. I can't have an idea of something that I want to create first and then try to just go and create it. It doesn't work like that. The water is going to take the color and the paint where it wants to go. So every day, if you use watercolors as a daily practice, every day you can create something different, and I promise you it will blow your mind with what you're able to achieve with surrendering to the power of watercolors. So I'm going to take my sketchbook and my watercolor paint out and find someone to paint this butterfly pea flower using watercolors. And I just want to show you how easy it is to take tea to go. So I've poured this tea over ice. If you add citrus to butterfly pea flowers, it will turn into a beautiful purple, sort of like purple light magenta color. And it's a great way for you to sip on tea while you're out and to be mindful while you're out. So we're going to start inside of a place that I've grown to love. It's called the Listening Lab, and it's located in Memphis, Tennessee. And I have found my first sitter to paint using watercolors.
My name is St. Kofi Jones. I go by the producer moniker of Speckles here.
Okay. And have you ever painted using watercolors?
Probably when I was a kid.
When you was a kid?
Yeah.
And then I want to ask this episode, I really want to dig into people's morning routine, because watercolors for me has been a way for me to relax in the morning, and it's been a meditative way for me to get my thoughts out.
Yeah.
So do you have a morning routine?
It's an off and on. So
okay.
Routine. I'm usually a night owl, so I don't wake up until closer towards the afternoon.
Okay.
But when I am able to enjoy my mornings, I usually like to enjoy them just starting off like slow.
Mm-hmm.
I allowing myself a moment to wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth. And I learned this from my girl, like a year, some change ago, to just romanticize the little things. That includes romanticizing like a cup of coffee you drink. I never was fully aware of just how savory of a moment, like savory of an act of like romanticizing something that you do is, until I met her. And she's like, every morning I get a cup of coffee,
it's the most beautiful cup of coffee.
Yes. And so in implementing that to my routine, like giving myself a moment to slow down.
It is called a butterfly pea flower. Have you ever heard of it?
No. Actually.
No? So butterfly pea flowers are native to Southeast Asia. I learned about it if you just go during a trip to Thailand. It is great for the skin. So it helps to clear the skin's complexion. It helps to increase the elasticity in the skin. If you put it in water, it makes the water blue. So it releases this beautiful blue pigment. Then if you add citrus to it, it makes it purple. So it's a really like magical flower. So I'm going to have you to paint this, and I'm going to guide you through it. I'm going to give you this pen that is called a water brush pen.
Okay.
So it's a mess-free way of painting. And then I'm going to open up these colors for you to paint. So I'm going to have you can pull up the top off. And the way that you activate the water is you squeeze the brush. So if you turn it upside down, squeeze it where it don't drip on your clothes. And it's not about being perfect either. It's about the process. Sometimes I go to paint something and it's beautiful, and sometimes I go to paint and I'm like, I don't like this, but it's the process, it's the journey.
That's interesting. And you said like I can squeeze.
Dip your brush into the color, so it's already wet, so it'll pick up the color. Looking beautiful already.
Just want to let that paint flow a little bit. I've seen some videos where artists will like use that.
So one thing that I appreciated about Sankofi is that he made me slow down. Usually when I'm approaching people to paint in the series, one of the incentives is I'm like, it doesn't take that long, it'll take just a few minutes. But he was one of few people that was willing to really delve deep into the painting. He took a seat and he filled up the entire page with the paint, and he really allowed the watercolors to lead him. He inspired me more to trust the process. Usually I'll have them just to paint a piece of the flower or the leaf, and then I'll allow other people to paint on the same page, because asking people to paint can be a little bit intimidating. Some people have not picked up a paintbrush since they were very, very young. So the fact that, he was hesitant at first. He first said, I can't paint to save my life. But, he's doing a great job. And his style is truly coming out on the paper without him knowing what his style is, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let you enjoy watching him paint. we talked about it through you painting, about how you felt, but if you want to add any remarks about how this experience was for you, you've impressed me with the patience and with you allowing the process to just be the process, and you putting the foundation down and adding details.
Yeah, I just had to remember that there are no real stakes when it comes down to creating art, and even in just something that I have not really done or do much of. Like, this is like not only is it a low stakes situation, the purpose of art is to be a mirror of not even just of the world around you, but also a mirror towards yourself as well, you know. And I do feel like once I allow myself to slow down and not get too many ideas of like what it's supposed to be versus allowing it to be, I became more and more comfortable with the process. Mm-hmm. And so I'm satisfied with it.
Good. So you've done a wonderful job. Thank you for participating.
Well, thank you for having me.
So that concludes episode 8 of Paint With Me. Painting myself in this slow manner, really taking my time in the morning and then heading out and finding this young man to paint this flower, and to see just how committed he was to this painting, and to hear his inspiration behind his morning routine was inspirational for me, and it was enough for this episode. So I will see you all next week on Paint With Me episode 9, where we explore another flower and another tea.